What's up, everybody? Your favorite Seth Feroce here for chest day, big day. Chesticles. It's like testicles, but on your chest. I know some of you ladies like that. Some guys too, but it's a whole nother fucking video. All right, so people have been asking for off-season chest day. Pretty much everybody knows this. Heavy weight, move it, yada yada yada. Everybody knows barbell presses, heavy incline barbell, incline dumbbell. Put it this way. Incline is the way to go. And any type of incline press is the way to go because that's going to create the shelf. That gives you the big look. And the big, most muscular, you're going to see your shit separate. Upper chest and lower chest. So here's the gig. We could go through a workout and we're like, oh, we're going to do 5 sets of incline barbell. Everybody knows that one. Some flat dumbbell flies. We're going to do the basic exercise. Best thing is make the basic shit intense. However, if we're moving big weight, I notice this with myself, whenever I'm doing barbell or incline dumbbell, I'll do anything to get the weight up, okay? So rather than go through that type of workout right now, let's throw a monkey wrench into it. We're gonna start with incline Smith machine presses. Why am I using the incline Smith? I'm using the incline Smith because I'm gonna target a certain part of my upper chest, and I'm gonna use a little bit different of a volume, a little FST7. Fascia stretch training by Honey Ramblin. That's who helped build this physique beautiful. But that type of training, what we're doing is we're going to push blood, as much blood with our first exercise into the chest, and we're going to use different rep ranges and different rest times in between each set. So with that being said, rather than do like lighter weight for like 7 sets for like 10 to 15 reps each set, we're gonna get warmed up, we're gonna get ready, and then we're gonna start counting whenever we get to a certain weight, probably like 275 on the incline, and we're gonna push for like 7 to 9 reps with like a 45-second rest in between each set. I'm gonna see how I feel where I go. I might go more weight and lower the rep time, the rest period. Don't know. We're gonna see how I feel. But the whole concept is to push blood into our chest by using heavier weight. You still have that volume concept, but shorten the rest period, and that's kind of why you gotta be fucking fueled, hydrated, and ready to go. Put some fucking metal on, drink your hydraulic, like fun stuff, maybe an anadrol, don't know. But the goal is to push blood using a heavier weight and adjusting your rest times, okay? I know this is an off-season workout, but this is to throw that monkey wrench into it. And then from there, we're probably gonna do flat dumbbell flies. We'll do a hammer strength chest press. There's an awesome incline machine press that they have here at Diamond. And then maybe finish with some cable crossovers for some Pec Deck. Gonna feel it out. Now, in any type of off-season setting, our goal is growth. So we need to activate the muscles, feel everything working, push blood, but also make sure that we're moving enough weight. Don't be a pussy in the off-season. We went over that a few other times. So, we'll get started. I'll get warmed up. With warm-ups, I use this chest press here. I'll do some push-ups on the Smith machine on like an elevated surface, and then I'll do some incline machine presses. That way, just, again, the warm-up's important because we want to be warmed up, all the juices flowing, the fucking blood moving, the sweat going. That way, whenever we're moving into our first exercise, we are right the fuck into it. We're able to get into it, move on, fuck shit up. So it'll work. So I'll talk through it as we go through. That way we get a better feel. Good shit. Question for a lot of people, like I have a very big swooping chest. I don't do too many flat bench items, usually like 1 or 2 a workout, a lot of incline. Done it forever. For a while there, I didn't do a fucking lick of flat bench. So, I'm genetically gifted. My chest will grow. However, whenever you're in your off season, don't think about just like moving the weight to get bigger. Motherfucker, you're a bodybuilder. Whether you get on stage or not, you're still trying to look good naked. You want to sculpt your physique, okay? So if you need bigger upper chest, which I don't know anybody ever in the history of bodybuilding that said, I have too big of an upper chest. Those words have never been fucking uttered. So with this, I like a full range of motion, warming up and moving in, and then you'll see me do a 3/4 of a rep up, but I'll go all the way down. The reason I go all the way down is after doing this for so long, your force production area, at least mine, is the tine of my shoulder and my chest right here. So when I hit that side chest, I got this big swooping tit right there. I equate that to my deep range of motion with this. So make sure your shoulders are warm. For example, watch me do this set. I'll do a little talking. Coming down. I come all the way down, and I'm really stretched. And whenever I produce force, my force production area, I'm like. So as I get heavier in weight, that's where it's all coming. You're gonna feel it fill up with blood right there. That upper outer portion right here, okay? So that's my concept with this. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to sculpt my chest, not just move the fucking weight. Hence why we're doing incline Smith and not an incline barbell, because I want to focus on sculpting the muscle. You can still do that on incline barbell. Just don't let your ego get in the way and try and get 315 and you're fucking over there. You're over there like this. Trying to get reps, because then you're just moving the fucking weight and not sculpting your physique. Do a good job. All right, another thing, hand placement plays a big role. So, I always go by the little rings here, the neutral part. I always put my pinkies there. Don't always. I adjust whenever accordingly to the bar. It's a feel thing. So, whenever I grab here, I'm 5'6", shorter guy. When I come down, my arms are perpendicular to each other. Meaning that when I come down, I have a right angle between my forearm and then my bicep, perpendicular right there. So for you guys that are taller, make sure that you adjust. You might put your pinkies here, you might put your ring fingers, you might put your middle fingers, depending on how tall you are. And also like feel. So if I put me personally, if I put my ring fingers on there instead of my pinkies, I'm a little bit wider. It's gonna be a little bit of a different push. Okay, that inch is gonna make a difference, just like anywhere. So, if I put it here, I'm gonna feel more on the outside of my chest. And if I put my middle fingers, I'll feel it even more. However, I'll start feeling a little bit more stress, not in a good way, strain almost, on my shoulders. And I don't want that, this is chest day. I wanna feel it in my chest. We're still moving weight and yada yada, using the whole body, but we wanna emphasize chest. And me on this, right here, pinkies on the neutral part, down, up. Again. So pay attention where you place your hands, okay? Feel comfortable, put stress on the chest, feel it move. You wanna feel the weight. We don't just want to move it, we want to feel this. We want to sculpt the physique using heavier weight. We're warmed up, we're feeling good. Bob, people wanted more Bob in the video, so you're going to get a couple more seconds of him. You're good. Warmed up, ready to go. We're going to do the incline Smith. We're going to do 7 sets of 7, okay? With about a 45-second rest in between each one. I'm going to go, and he's going to go, and then there'll probably be like a 20-second gap, and then go again, back and forth, back and forth. So with this, I'm gonna do 7 sets of 7, 45-second rest in between each set. Now you could do 5 sets of 5 with like a minute rest, or you could do 8 sets of 8, 10 sets of 10, No one's stopping you from doing this. However, you just want to find a very intense way of find to make something basic as incline Smith machine and make it fucking intense. So we're gonna do 7 sets of 7. Obviously, you're going to be able to get more reps in the beginning of your first of 7 sets. 7, 8, don't do too many because we're gonna keep going. We want you to save your strength or save your energy so you can continue. And if at the end of 7 sets you can still get more than 7, probably should increase the weight next time, or just go fucking balls deep and do a drop set after that and beat the fuck out of yourself. Okay, have fun with this. Sculpt the physique, enjoy yourself, expend all the energy that you've been eating, move a little bit of weight, just get a sweat going, fuck shit up. Let's go. Oh, pumped. Okay, flat dumbbell flies. Same thing applies here. We're sculpting, okay? Got to use a little bit of weight. You saw me, this was my warm-up set with the 65s. I'm gonna come back. When I go back and I'm here, I want to have a nice stretch, okay? The reason is I want a big swooping chest. Now, you got to be fucking careful. Why? Well, because if you're using a weight that's too heavy and you try and go too deep, you're gonna stretch your shit, strain your shoulder, fuck your pec, tear your pec, do something. Okay? Stay in control. You hear me say, feel the weight, activate the muscle. You also hear me say, move the fucking weight. In order to move the weight and feel the weight, you have to activate and you have to get acclimated to it. That's why I do the warm-up set. I'm probably only gonna do, I do one warm-up set, maybe one more warm-up set with like the 75s or the 80s, and then let it rip for 2 sets, okay? The 80s on dumbbell flies, still fucking heavy, but I wanna get ready so whenever I'm ready to go, I just rip. And whenever I say rip, I'm gonna use the 85s, the 90s, maybe even the 100s on flies, and I'm gonna go till absolute failure. Absolute failure. But I need those warm-up sets to get me back, to get me acclimated to this. Chest firing the way I want to, and when I do it like I'm hugging a fucking tree. I'm not like, I don't know, that shit never worked for me. It's not saying it might not work for you or other people, but I ain't fucking doing it that way. I like my way, that's how I'm gonna do it. So I hug the tree, come back. Basic shit with intensity. All right, so the incline shit, the shelf, right there. Look at this. See, it's like up above the collarbone. There, bring it up. See, bring it up right there. So whenever you're debating on what to start with, fucking incline. When you're debating on like what to do, like in the middle of a chest work, more incline. Maybe like at the end, more incline. Can't do enough. Want the shelf. That way when you hit the most muscular, you see the thickness stretch from the top all the way down in there. Oh. That's why more incline. All right, so that was chesticles. Gotta get them nice and full, round, a little hanging. Gotta keep them trimmed up too, nice and clean. They like that shit. Fuck. All right, so we went through it all. The whole thing you gotta remember in this, just like everything else, whether you're in a prep setting, trying to lean out, or getting big, you're sculpting your physique. Don't just focus on getting overall bigger. Like if you were told, oh, you need bigger shoulders, well, don't just fucking go at it and hammer it and just try and get bigger. You sculpt them, make them rounder, make them fuller. Same thing with chest or back or anything. You want to sculpt your physique. So pay attention to the exercise you're doing. Like I said, when we were doing everything, you fill up the upper chest. Like you want that shelf. You want to lose your collarbone. So whenever you think you've done enough to upper chest, you still haven't. Do more incline, okay? And whenever, for me, like the big swooping outer chest, you almost saw a titty there, huh? The big swooping outer chest. That's going to be the little bit of a wider grip and also going a little bit deeper on your flies, but staying in control of the weight. Because if you lose control of the weight, that's when you risk injury, and then you're fucked and don't lift weights, and then you look like shit naked. We don't want none of that. So, workout is in the bio. Go through it. Remember, whenever I was talking about starting with incline Smith machines, we did 7 sets of 7. You can do 5 sets of 5. You can do 8 sets of 8, 10 sets of 10. Make the basic shit fucking intense. Sculpt your physique. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. Eating all these calories, put them to fucking work. So, I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed the show. Chesticles, trimmed up. Fucking A.